AI is going to take over everything. Now, whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. AI is the future, and that's where we're headed. So if you guys don't want to sit and adapt, you're going to be left behind. But for those of you who have a brain and know for a fact that that's where we're headed, and it's inevitable anyway, I'm going to show you in this video exactly how you can capitalize on it and see just how much of a money printer this shit is. Now, a lot of you are missing out on it just based on the fact that you have no idea what it is. Now, some of you do know what it is, but you guys just don't want to actually implement. You'd sit there and you content farm, you'd watch all these videos, but you never actually implement. And that's not what we're doing here. That's why I keep most of my videos raw, minimal edits. I want you to have the attention span. I want you guys to have the proper attention span to listen through the entire video, understand the point, and then implement directly after the video. That's why I don't even edit. That most of the main reason I don't even edit the videos is because I want the people to watch through the videos to have an attention span that's good enough to sit through a 10, 20, 30-minute video and then instantly go implement. I don't like it when people just watch videos to watch videos. It's not productive, it's not conducive in any way, and you're not gonna learn anything out of this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna tell you 3 ways that you can definitely capitalize on this and utilize AI to make money. Now, usually in a video like this, there should be a lot of fancy edits everywhere. And I should be telling you why AI is the best thing ever and what AI is. Telling you a bunch of different examples of CEOs talking about AI is the future and all this extra bullshit and going deep into the trenches of this garbage. Now I could, if I just wanted to sit and entertain you guys, but that's not the point of this video. I actually want you guys to walk out with tangible shit that you can actually implement and do right after this video. So I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna make sure that these are things that can actually make you money in the foreseeable next month, within the next 30 days. If you guys just implement, I see at least a nice, decent income coming in if you guys are consistent and do it right. So the first thing, and this is I'm gonna start with my favorite thing. I'm gonna start with the one thing that actually got me into the whole AI stratosphere and got me into enjoying this whole AI conversation, which is AIOFM. Now, a lot of you guys, if you're subscribed to the channel, already know that I made videos on this whole AIOFM thing. And for those of you who are new here and don't know exactly what it is, AIOFM is essentially running an OnlyFans agency, but with an AI model. Now, for those of you who don't know, OF models make a lot of fucking money, like some bullshit money. And that's just the reality we're living in 2025. It's ridiculous, but it's true. Okay, some of them, they be making crazy wages. I'm talking professional sports player, NBA player wages. And, you know, I could go over the numbers at this point, but a lot of you, if you're watching this video, if you're interested in AI, if you even care about this shit, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we even need to get into that. That's not important. What's important is that we now have the ability to pull in an income. It's not going to be the same. We're not going to earn as much as them because AI models still have limits. We're not to the point where AI models are as good as real girls quite yet. It'll happen, but we're not there yet. But what we could definitely do is hit our first 100K a year, maybe 200K a year. If you're really good, 300K a year from AI models. It's possible. Now, we could definitely do that. And that in and of itself is enough to pursue it because it's just a very viable option. It's not that hard. It's hard in the beginning because you have to put in some hours, you have to generate the content, you have to learn how all the mechanics work. I have tutorials about this, so you can scroll down through my videos, watch a few of them, and you'd probably understand. If you want a deeper understanding, if you wanted me to go deeper and teach everything, like the methods one by one, give you scripts, give you all this shit, then make sure to just click the link below. I have a community for this, so you could definitely learn from there. But in general, a very good way to go. Now, brief explanation, you make an AI model, you learn how to generate it. You generate it from one of the 2 ways that I'm gonna list up above here. Either you rent your own GPU and then you run Comfy UI on it and generate pictures that way, or you use a certain AI compiler, something that's going to be able to generate pictures for you as Picasso, Influent, these websites. And then you generate your pictures from there, and then that's how you're going to go about making your model, generating your model, and then you can then go for safe for work, not safe for work, and keep going from there. You're just generating the pictures, making a fan view account, selling those pictures, and promoting it. You're promoting the fan view account over on social media. That is what it is as a whole. Generate your model, make sure your model's realistic, good looking, sellable, marketable, all that stuff. Make sure you have it, you have good pictures of her, and then you also have the pictures that you're gonna be selling on your fan view account. Fan view is essentially OnlyFans, but one that's not going to give you verification issues when you then decide to make it. Because on OnlyFans, you can do it, but they just want, they want real people on their platform, so they make it very hard. They make it excessively hard for you to withdraw funds if you're not a real person, and they'll just hold your money, and it'll just be a whole back and forth war. So that's why usually when people make AI accounts and they don't have a real girl behind it, it's never a good idea to go for OnlyFans. Always go for FanView, because then at least your payments are not going to be withheld. You're not going to have any financial issues from it. So long as you make the marketing properly, as long as you post good social media content, you get eyes on it, and you get attention on your FanView page, you do get subscriptions, you get money, and your money will actually go into your bank account with no hassles. Super easy business model. AI model will be generated, market it on social media. Usually the best places to do this are Instagram, Threads, Twitter. Those are my top 3. People say, yeah, try do YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Reddit, but bullshit. You don't really need that. Instagram is the most important one. Threads is really good because it's super easy to get reach there. And you can just, you could basically just get all of your eyes from Instagram and from Threads, and that's it. You have that, you have your FanView account, that's what you're funneling, that's where all the attention's going, that's where you're funneling, that's basically your sales page. Funnel everybody there, you get your money from FanView, and yeah, that's just how you make the money, and it's pretty easy. Now we could go into deep explanation, but we already have videos for that, so if you want me to go super deep into that, just watch the videos, click the link down below. Second thing you could do, and this is actually very smart, this is something that I came across not too long ago, but it just stuck with me. Now, I could tell you make an AI agent, and that's going to be able to automate for businesses, and then you can just sell them the automation. You can do that, which is also a very valid way to do it. But I'm going to go over that when I make one of those 2-hour-long videos that I'm actually going through everything, sitting on a script, sitting on my computer with a PowerPoint open. I'll do that one day, but until we get there, and then I can actually sit and explain everything with pictures and visualization, I don't want to go too in-depth into these things, because a lot of you who are watching this video, you kind of just want to sit, listen, because you're probably not going to be looking at the screen the whole time. You're going to be listening, and sometimes when we go into these, these business models that are just built on AI and specifics, a lot of the times visualization does help. So I'm not going to go into that. But what you could definitely do is use AI, because everything is very, very easy to compile with AI, especially when you have ChatGPT, you have Midjourney, you have all these platforms now. You have DeepSeek, which is, in my opinion, better than ChatGPT because it's just less censored. And you have Venice and Grok, and those are less censored than the other two. Now, why am I bringing this up? You can use these to help you write ebooks and sell them. Now, when I say write ebooks, you could think of a certain subject. I'll give you an example. Let's say I wanted to sell, it's very easy to sell to women. A lot of you guys got the hustler mindset, so I'm just gonna use this as an example. So let's say you wanted to sell to a single mother, easiest of the bunch. So let's say you wanted to sell to a single mother and you wanted to teach her how to go about understanding finance, okay? Let's say you want to teach her about finance, so a single mother. Now, you're not gonna go too in depth and teach her like the craziest shit, because most likely they're not gonna understand, they're gonna be retarded, they're gonna be dumb, it's not gonna work. Right. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on ChatGPT, and then you're going to go, help me write an ebook explaining finances in 10 steps to a beginner, something like that. And I'll write it down. And you can just keep editing, reconstructing, adding in your own input, changing the structure of the words, playing around with it till you get, let's say, a 30-page ebook. It's very easy. It's not that hard. You could do it with Venice. You could do it with Grok. If you want something that's a bit less censored, if you want things that are, a bit more provocative, and you want the AI compiler to write it for you, don't go for ChatGPT. Make sure to go for Grok. Make sure to go for Venice Uncensored. These things will help you very much so. So when you're writing these ebooks, you can then size them up into a PDF, design them on Canva, design them by yourself, by Photoshop, whatever you'd like to do. Now that you have your PDF fully ready to go, it's been fully edited, you've designed it, all of this shit's ready, right? It's fully sellable now, fully marketable, completely designed, everything's ready, right? Good to go. Once that's done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna find a website to host it on so you can sell it, so you can actually price it and, have the card reader set up and everything's there, right? There are plenty of these websites, very easy to find. Not much of an issue. So once you have that hosted, once you have it, everything set on a website, now you're going to find a way to market it. Now, if we're talking about single mothers, because that's the example that we're giving here, talking about single mothers, the best way to do it, let's say, call yourself fucking LaJauna Smith, right? Whatever, some bullshit, and go generate a picture of some black black single mother, some black lady, right? Go on an AI compiler, go on Picasso and say, generate me a picture of a black girl in her 30s with say so-and-so hair and so-and-so face, whatever. Then go generate it, go fix up the face, go do some in painting if need be, go do some upscaling. You're gonna get a good picture. Once you have a quality picture, put it in. It's better than stealing someone's picture off the internet. It's way better. So just do that, make sure it looks realistic. Kind of like doing an AI model, but you're just doing it for this one marketing scheme. So you put that on your Facebook account, and then you go on Facebook, then you try and join as many of those Facebook groups with the single mothers as possible. You know, all these random groups where they complain about their kids, and then complain about men, and then they whine, all this shit. Bunch of single mother groups, super easy to find on Facebook. That's literally their hub. That's where they exist. That's where they dwell. And all you're gonna do is scrape the leads, either download a Facebook lead scraper. I have one in my community, so you can basically just go down and then download it from there. But you can download a Facebook lead scraper and then message them, but make sure you don't message them exactly at the same time so it doesn't seem like a bot. So you can give it like a 5-minute interval from person to person and just, message them, or give a value add post. You could go to ChatGPT and say, write me a community post for finances and help me give value to people in said community. Then ChatGPT could write it for you. Or if you know something about it, I just gave you an example for finances, but you should obviously be teaching something that you're somewhat passionate about and somewhat knowledgeable about. So if people ask you questions and cross-reference things, you'd be able to then help them with the questions you're asking. So if it's finances and you're good at finances, then obviously you're going to be able to help them. So you're going to write a bunch of value posts on Facebook, and then you're just going to say, oh, look, I have this PDF. And don't even frame it as yours. Obviously, it's not yours. You bought this PDF from this person, and it helped and it changed your life, and you earned a lot of money from this PDF. And then you just start value posting this shit, value dumping on a bunch of different Facebook groups. Get a bunch of different copies from Venice or from Grok, from ChatGPT, a bunch of these different written copies of different posts, just bigging up your product and DMing them, some of them in private, just telling them, hey, I actually, how's your day been? Speak to them, try to get personable with them, tell them, oh, my son Will, such a naughty boy today, he did this and that and this, how's your day going, blah, 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 and then talk about, well, I've been left alone, and my baby daddy stole all my money, and I'm now broke, so then I decided to learn about finances, and this is what I learned. And now then send her the link to your shit. Price it low, $19, $29. Trust me, they buy anything on a whim instantly. So easy money right there. So selling ebooks, perfect. And you don't even have to know anything. You don't even have to write the ebook yourself. AI does that for you. Perfect method. Very, very, very scalable method. Very easy method. If I needed rent by the end of the month and I'm jobless and I can't go outside and I don't have the ability to get a job at McDonald's or whatever the fuck, this would be exactly what I'm doing. This is actually what I do before I'd make an AI model, because the AI model, I don't know if I'd make $30,000 by the end of the month, because it depends on my social media, if my reels decide to go viral or not. But this is a guaranteed $2,000. Now the third thing you could do is photo design, and it's exceptionally easy nowadays with the AI software available. Listen, I know thumbnail editors are still a thing. It's still a thing, but mostly because of video. Most editors now, they still need them for video. A lot of these YouTubers need editors to edit their videos. It's super hard, sourcing through the content, clippers, all this shit. It's super important. But thumbnails are exceptionally easy to make with AI software now. A lot of the times, there are a lot of software for this now that you can go look at a good performing thumbnail. Let's use Mr. Beast as an example, because he has, he's the most successful YouTuber, best YouTuber, has super effective thumbnails, super high click-through rate, and we're gonna use him as the prime example for this. We could go to one of his videos, see a good thumbnail for a video that got 100 million views, because that's practically almost all of them at this point, right? Pick one of his thumbnails, and then we can use an AI software to then model a thumbnail for us, with us in the thumbnail, based off of his already proven thumbnail structure. And that's amazing. And you can offer this as a service to other people. So a lot of people need photo edits. A lot of people need thumbnails. A lot of people need, their photos edited in some way, right? So if you have the right AI software for this, you don't even need much knowledge. You don't even need like Canva or Photoshop background. If you have that, that's amazing. And obviously you can pick from all three options that I gave you, whether it be the AIOFM, this, or ebook selling, whatever it is. But remember, in all of these things, it's not even you using your general knowledge to do anything. It's basically you just using the knowledge of AI's existence and learning about tools that do whatever, whatever it is you're trying to sell, and then selling it to them. So here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use an AI software that creates thumbnails. I'll give you an example, Pixels. I'm gonna leave a link to it down in the description, but that's a very good thumbnail creating software. So if you were to get that, you'd be able to make very, very good thumbnails based off of other thumbnails that are already proven, kind of like the example that I just gave with Mr. Beast before. And if you wanted to make pictures, if you were to sell that, let's say on Fiverr or on any of these, freelance offering service websites, then you could obviously sell different types of pictures. If you wanted to sell AI model pictures, you could use one of the AI model compilers that we're going to use for the AIOFM. Let's say we have Picasso, but you're selling to somebody that doesn't know of it. It's not aware of its existence quite yet. So you can then make an AI model picture and then sell it to him as a portrait or whatever. You're basically just arbitraging here. It's really, really easy. And what you're going to do is you're just going to sell all of these options to the right client. So if we're selling pictures, if we're making thumbnails, we could then use, let's say, Pixels, right? We're going to use Pixels, and then we're going to model our thumbnails based off of whatever video format the buyer or our client is going to want. So let's say, for example, he wants to make a video about how to gain your first 100 subs on YouTube. What you're going to then do is go on YouTube, type in how to gain 100 subs in a year, or how to gain 100 subs fast, and then see what thumbnails perform, how many views they got. And then obviously by views, you're going to see that it has a good click-through rate. That's why it was recommended. That's why I got a lot of views. So you're going to look at the top 5, 6 videos, see what they got in common with your thumbnails, and then you can then take one of the links, go to your AI software, and then just see, generate a bunch of similar thumbnails, see which one is best out of the 3 or 4 or 5 that you're taking, for example, and then sell him that thumbnail, or save all those 6 thumbnails so you don't waste your credits, and then sell it to other people that are going to be doing the exact same thing, or sell him multiple of these thumbnails. This is just an example. You can sell each of these pictures for more than you pay for credit. So if, let's say, the credit for this, let's say the credit that it took to generate that one picture was half a dollar, let's say 50 cents. You can then sell it to him for 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks for the basically exact the same amount a regular editor would take from a YouTuber for a thumbnail, which is usually anywhere from 30 all the way up to $100. So the profit margin there is insatiable. It's amazing. And that's just a quick idea that I just farted out of nowhere right now. And imagine what you could do with this at scale. Imagine if you had the proper marketing, if you were on the right websites, and you were just an editor and you were offering editing services to other people. You're not even doing the work anymore. You're not sitting on Photoshop. You're not sitting on Canva. You're not downloading all these background images, pictures, sitting there editing 2 hours, sending it to him, telling him, was this good enough? No. You're just doing the exact same thing just based off of other videos or anything at that point, using an AI software to then generate these pictures for you, and then you're just sending it over. And usually they generate very, very good realistic pictures and very good pictures on thumbnails that are already proven. So usually when you do send it to the buyer, and it's been done before, I have friends doing this right now as we speak, and me myself, I do thumbnails like this as well. They make very, very, very good money off of this. Let's say $50 a thumbnail, they sell a few of these a week. Let's say $50 a thumbnail, and they sell 3 a day. Do the math. And that's just based off of pictures that they're not doing anything but copying links and pasting in a software. Understand the profitability here. It's insane. And I just wanted to give you guys 3 general ideas of this. So we're just going to do a quick recap again, a quick rerun. My favorite, my little baby, AIOFM, right? Make your AI model, make your fan view account, market it properly on social media, preferably Instagram, Threads, also Twitter if possible, and sell it on FanView. Try to sell as much as possible. And once you have enough subscribers, make sure you're in the DMs, you're creating connections with your customers, selling them the dream, giving them the scripts, and then eventually selling your pictures, because that's where you're going to make most of your money. Now, second thing, selling ebooks. Usually, if you're selling an ebook, the best demographic to sell to, single mothers. Trust me, if you want to sell to single mothers. That's where you're gonna make a bunch of money. Trust me. Ethical, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. And I know a lot of you guys are fucking hustlers, so you can do it. And obviously there are different people you could sell to, but if you want to make it on easy mode, if you want this shit to be $30 in 1 hour, like you just do this shit right now, post one post, and in 1 hour you have $30 in your pocket. You already know which demographic to go for. So that's the option, selling ebooks. How do you go about making it? Venice AI, Grok, ChatGPT, etc. Write up an ebook. 30 pages usually is good. Anywhere between 15 to 30 pages for a good ebook. Nice, very, very decent, sellable. Usually price it around $19 to $30. You don't want this thing to be super high. You need it to be very low ticket, so it's an impulse buy. When it's $19, when it's $20, and it's usually women, always an impulse buy, super easy for them. They don't give a shit. They just pull the trigger on it like it's candy. Super easy to sell. And also we now have thumbnail selling, picture arbitrage, learning photo design, which is what we just talked about. Those are the 3 good ways that you guys can make money with AI. And realistically, you guys could just do all 3. You can just watch this video back again in the next few hours and do all fucking 3. Learn how to make the thumbnails, sell the thumbnails, list yourself on Fiverr, list yourself on all these freelancing websites. I'm not even that up to date with them. The only one I remember at this point is Fiverr, and that's it. I know there's Upwork, but I don't know if you can sell thumbnails there. So you guys probably know this way better than I do, but there are a lot of freelancing websites out there. You can list yourself up on there and offer editing services. And for ebooks, you can also market yourselves on there. I will write you an ebook. I will do this for you. I'll do that for you. But usually for the ebooks, you should go to Facebook groups. That's the best way. That's the best and proven way, most proven way to sell them. In AIOFM, that's my ring. If you guys want to go super deep into that, if you guys want to learn all of these methods that I'm teaching you right now, I teach all of this shit in my community down below. So for those of you, if it really interests you and you want to learn more devious shit, because I have a lot in the bag. I got a bag full of tricks, and I'll disclose them slowly over time on YouTube here. But if you really just want to get right into it and steal from my bag of tricks, make sure to click the link down below in my community, because I got some crazy shit going on there. And you guys are going to fucking love it. I can tell you that right fucking now. All right. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope this was of value. This was actually no fucking way this shit was not. You learned a bunch of shit from this, and you will make a bunch of money from this. And I hope to God that you actually take action from this, because if you do, I can almost bet my balls on it. I can bet my nuts on this shit. You will make a bunch of money. The Cameron fucking team, especially if you're selling the ebooks. Holy, if you sell those fucking ebooks, you're getting rich, bro. Guarantee you're making like rent. That's free rent, basically. That's essentially free rent right there. So yeah, you guys are probably going to do something with this, and I love you guys for that. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one.